What's up, relatives? Give me Chipili back again. 6 on Riders. So, are Chicano sellouts for supporting the Dodgers? On this topic, we're diving into an important self reflecting question for us as Chicanos and Mexicans, as a collective here in the U.S. today. Again, it's one of the main goals of the 6 on Riders channel to remedy what we feel is low frequency content inundated on social media, as well as the whitewashing and Latinization intentions of a lot of the mass media today. So, can you really support the Dodgers without betraying the memory and dignity of the Mexican communities and families that got displaced to build the stadium? So, before it was Chavez Ravine, the land held the vibrant communities of La Loma, Bishop, and Palo Verde, home to generations of Mexican families who were forcibly displaced to make room for the Dodger Stadium. But to supporting the Dodgers mean ignoring the history and the struggles of one of our most legendary and important Mexican communities in California? Or is there a way to respect our heritage and pursue the righteous justice while still engaging with a team that's become such a big part of Chicano culture in Los Angeles and across the country? But before we go further, don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. And also, so while I'm sharing the stuff, here's 4 themes I would like for you to think about. 1, have we as indigenous Chicanos, people with non-Anglo images of ourselves, etc., become so enamored with and trying to be accepted by American colonizer culture that we've forgotten our values and who we really are? Number 2, how do we balance out the need for social enjoyments while also being socially responsible to our culture, communities, and values? Number 3, for as much as we rap, spend, and beat up Chicanos and people from other areas over Dodgers and sports teams, how much are you or we collectively really benefiting from it? And 4, how Chicanos and Mexicans can get caught up in our social justice causes while not showing solidarity with Gabrielinos and other caretakers of these territories. Of course, I'm here speaking from a Los Angeles perspective. So, a little background on the so-called Chavez Ravine. Originally, this area was in the territory of the Tongva Gabrielino village of Maugna, and really it still is that Gabrielino village. But, for the purpose of explaining and giving a timeline of the government an authority timeline, I will say that it was for now, but it is and always will be that indigenous land. New Spain took it in the Spanish era that lasted from about 1769 to 1821, then acquired by Mexico during the Mexican period, which was from 1821 and ended in 1848, which is when the United States took the territory from Mexico. Still at that time, the area we were calling Chavez Ravine for the moment was part of a larger area of Rancho Los Feliz. And Chavez Ravine is named after Julian Chavez, who acquired a parcel sometime in that mid-1800s that encompassed more than that area, but still, Chavez Ravine was probably used to refer to that specific geographic feature. I'm not too sure when the area was dubbed Chavez Ravine, but it doesn't seem to have been in heavy use until the displacement of the 3 communities that I mentioned, La Loma, Bishop, and Palo Verde. On that note, I do think we need to make effort to call those areas by their original Mexican names and their original Tongva Gabrielino names as well. This is an important point, and I'm going to touch on this again later on in the video. But by calling it Chavez Ravine, I feel we are being complicit in the erasure of the memory of these Mexican communities who were later displaced from these lands, as well as the Tongva Gabrielinos. But yeah, I think today we grapple with the stadium that symbolizes both beloved memories and painful displacement. But I really do think it is a Chicano dilemma, at least for those who still care about the integrity of Chicano indigenous self-determination and values. I don't know, is that you? Well, I love rocking that Dodger blue and all my family memories at the stadium and about the team in general. Here are some things that weigh on me while I'm appreciating and having fun with the Dodgers. For one, I'm always on alert for people abusing and taking advantage of people in general, but especially for Mexican/indigenous people. And it's clear that a lot of the Dodgers' public relations is about trying to obscure their hand in the history of that displacement of those communities. The Dodgers Corporation's calculated outreach to Mexican peoples exploits the love that we have for baseball. Of course, no disrespect to El Toro, to Fernando Valenzuela, but by hiring players like him or collaborating with brands like Born and Raised, which is close to my heart, they're definitely making calculated efforts to distract Mexicans and Chicanos from remembering the authentic accountability that needs to happen there for these 3 displaced communities. And I mentioned those 2 people and things because I have a close relationship to them culturally, and just a lot of memories as well. But let me know if any other ways you've seen the Dodgers Corporation do this type of PR shenanigans. I also hate it because I feel this is an abuse and exploitation of the Mexican people. These corporations know our longing as Mexicans and Chicanos to remedy our social and political invisibility and hunger for social acknowledgement. So they throw us cookies of visibility and space to exercise our pride, yeah. But it's all to distract them from the moral, economic, and psychological debt that they owe. That they owe the people, that they owe us, these communities. While there are activists working to hold the Dodgers accountable, I think we need stronger, more strategic efforts. Social media shaming or surface level actions aren't working, and the current organizing itself doesn't seem to have the power to drive the change that's needed. The cause in and of itself is justified and righteous, but to be effective, the effort I feel needs to be more skillful and respectful, organizing that rallies the community instead of alienating it. So on some closing thoughts, the heart of this dilemma lies in finding a balance. How can we enjoy the Dodgers, this symbol of the family culture and joy, without betraying our people's values and the memory of the three Mexican communities they were destroyed to make way for them? But not only with the Dodgers Corporation, what is a middle ground where we can enjoy our pastimes and be prosperous while still holding institutions accountable, not reinforcing Western colonizer ways, as well as not losing our essence and values as Mexican indigenous people? This isn't just about baseball. It's about how do we show up for our culture and values and what it truly means to be Chicano, Mexican, indigenous, etc. in a society that makes constant effort to erase our essence, values, and responsibility to the land. Let me know. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and subscribe. Peace.